Jesus, who is asking? The moment looked ordinary. A quiet room, a couch, a few framed pictures hanging on the wall. But something felt off. Almost every picture frame in the room was crooked. Not dramatically crooked, just slightly tilted, enough that the eye noticed it immediately. And the strange part was this: no one else seemed bothered by it. Conversation continued. People relaxed. The room functioned perfectly well. But the mind kept returning to the same small disturbance. Those pictures aren't straight. Then another thought appeared. Who said they had to be? That question did something unexpected. It didn't fix the frames. It exposed the judge. The mind works quietly but relentlessly. It scans everything it sees. Straight, crooked, good, wrong, better, worse. Most of this happens so quickly that it feels automatic, natural, almost invisible. But when attention pauses long enough to watch it, the pattern becomes obvious. The mind is constantly measuring the world against a silent ruler, and yet the ruler itself was never questioned. Who created it? Who decided a picture must hang perfectly level to be correct? The room had not complained. The walls had not protested. Only the mind had. Something similar happens everywhere. A thought appears, a judgment follows, and suddenly the world seems full of things that need correction. Crooked pictures, crooked opinions, crooked lives. But if the judgment is examined closely, something interesting begins to emerge. The mind that judges is doing exactly what minds do. An apple tree produces apples. It cannot help itself. You will not find peaches growing beside it. The nature of the tree determines the fruit. In the same way, the judging mind produces judgments, comparison, evaluation, correction. This is simply what that structure does. But noticing this changes the experience entirely. Because if the apples are appearing automatically, then perhaps they were never instructions. Perhaps they were only fruit. That realization creates a quiet shift. The pictures remain crooked, but the tension around them disappears. The mind may still notice the tilt. It may even imagine straightening them. Yet the urgency fades. The scene is allowed to be what it is. This is where the deeper question enters. A question far older than the crooked frames. A question that stops the entire machinery for a moment. Who is asking? Who is the one that notices the crookedness? Who is the one that decides something must be fixed? Who is the one measuring the world with invisible rulers? At first, the answer seems obvious. I am. But if the I is examined the same way the picture frames were examined, something curious happens. The identity begins to wobble, like a frame hanging slightly off-center. The thoughts are visible. The judgments are visible. The comparisons are visible. But the one claiming ownership of them becomes harder to locate. The mind assumed the ruler belonged to someone, yet the ruler may simply be part of the system itself. A measuring instrument that activates automatically. Just another apple falling from the apple tree. And if that is true, the entire project of correcting the world begins to soften. Because the world may not be crooked at all. Only the measuring habit suggested that it was. The pictures remain exactly where they were. The room remains unchanged. But the moment has quietly transformed. The attention that once rushed outward to correct the scene has turned inward instead. And the deepest question rises once more. Not about the pictures, not about the room, not even about the mind, but about the origin of the question itself. Jesus, who is asking? And the strange discovery waiting on the other side of that question is this. The one who believed they were measuring the world may have only been another picture frame on the wall, tilted slightly, hanging inside the same room.